The Tory party are currently looking to choose their next London mayoral candidate. A number of names are being thrown around, and one of them happens to be a celebrity. Oh, semi-celebrity. Okay, so the Tories in London have made a mess ever since Boris Johnson left office as London mayor. He had a good 8 years. He managed to get a lot of votes. People mostly voted for him rather than the Conservative Party. That's why all these theories came about that London is a Labour city. I don't believe London is a Labour city, but I do believe that London is an anti-Tory city, and the Tory branding doesn't really work, rightly or wrongly. Now, I think at this point, thanks to Sadiq Khan ruining London single-handedly, we can safely say that there are the vast majority of Londoners, ideally, if they're told, they would not choose red or blue. They would love to have a candidate that's different. Ideally, an independent candidate, maybe. But the issue that we have is that the Tory tribe and the Labour tribe are doing their own political games. And the way the campaigns work at general elections or mayoral elections is that it's run by a national media narrative. The national papers, the national TV channels, and that's how they get the votes. Even if you as an independent candidate or a smaller party go out there and campaign really hard, if they don't platform you, a lot of people in their city and in the country who are not political, they're not even following current affairs really, they wouldn't even know your name. They wouldn't even know. There will be enough people, by the way, in the country who wouldn't even know what Reform UK is, let alone an independent candidate in London. So, one of these names being considered as a Tory mayoral candidate in London is Rob Rinder. Judge Rinder, Rob Rinder, who had his own show and he obviously occasionally presents Good Morning Britain on ITV as well as talk radio. And that's basically his portfolio. And he's a Tory. And they're saying that Tory sources are saying that Judge Rinder, Rob Rinder, is a name that's been talked about. There are a few contenders sniffing around the mayoralty, but some in the party want some star power, some stardust to boost our chances. Now, Rob Rinder is good. He's a good guy. He's smart. But is that enough? Do we just need someone who's just a little bit well-known or famous? I'm not really sure, because right now, running a city like London is no longer just about having someone like Arnold in California when he became governor. This is a battleground. When you have these net zero debates going on, when you have the TfL in crisis, when you have the London policing as a concept completely being all over the ground, Sadiq Khan as a commissioner and everybody else completely made a mess, I think I probably prefer to have someone, maybe Rinder could do it, but he hasn't actually made any public speech or conduct any debate when it comes to the political ideologies or policies. But we need someone who can actually know what they're talking about and have an actual current policy, and they know exactly how consistent they're going to be when it comes to dealing with the bureaucrats in City Hall. Now, it is important, and but at this point, the Tories probably need someone who's a bit more well-known, but not just for the sake of the name. Now, they're saying that party bosses in CCHQ, or central office, want some star power to turbocharge their bid to kick Labour's Sadiq Khan out of the senior job. As long as that star power person could actually have the right policies, then sure. But I can assure you, a lot of people are just sick and tired of the Tory party and the Labour party anyway. And you might be able to trick some independent voters to vote for someone who's a celebrity and say, I like this guy, let's just vote for him. But I don't want people to vote for someone just because they're known. Vote for them because of their conviction and their policy program and their manifestos and everything else. We're sick and tired of using certain faces just for the sake of it. But it hasn't happened yet. The political debate continues, and there are a number of other names being thrown around when it comes to the mayoral candidacy. But it's not really just about the Tory party. We don't just want to talk about the Conservatives in London. It is also about Reform UK. It is also about potential independent candidates who might also stand. You never know what's going to happen in the future, right? But we'll find out exactly what's going on. We'll keep you guys posted. As usual, I'm Mahyar, and we are the media.